Hello, my name is Marta Chan, and I will be presenting the SDAIE strategy, Idea Starts, for English language learners. Now, Idea Starts is a strategy that allows a teacher to use a prompt for writing to get the students started and thinking and brainstorming about what they are going to write before they begin to fill out graphic organizers or begin writing. Now, the great thing about this strategy is that it gives the teacher the opportunity to provide something tangible, sometimes something physical, an object that an English language learner can see and touch, so that they can begin to think about the writing prompt before actually writing. Now, other objects or things that a teacher can use to use this strategy is a quote. A teacher can use photos, articles, poems, unusual objects, films, or even guest speakers that can inspire the students to write about a specific subject. Now, what I would do with my students to fulfill the Common Core standard of being able to write narratives and appropriately sequencing the events is that I would present an object to my students, to my English language learners, and I would present this birthday candle. Now, first, I would ask the students to try and think about what the object is. I would ask them, what is the name of this object? Now, once they come to the conclusion that this is a birthday candle, then I would ask students, where have you seen a birthday candle, or where have you seen a candle that looks this way? Have you seen it on top of a cake? Have you seen it as a centerpiece somewhere? Where have you seen it, and what happens when you see this candle? Now, English language learners may not all have the English proficiency to be able to tell me exactly that, but they will have recognized a familiar object, which is this candle, and they can start thinking about events where they have seen candles. Now, ideally, students would be in a early intermediate level so that they would be able to communicate, but even beginning students can associate with a candle. Maybe not in the way that other students can in a birthday form if they haven't seen it, but maybe in other events, and they can begin to draft their thoughts in maybe drawing a picture if they can't verbally communicate that. Because the idea is for students to begin to think about how they would tell a story or how they would tell about an experience where they have seen this candle. Now, after this, I would ask students to share their ideas and share their experiences where they have seen this with their Think Pair partner. After this, after a minute or two, I would have these students share with the class, and while the students are sharing, I would begin to form a graphic organizer, possibly a bubble map on the board, where students will see their stories on the board and say, for example, a child says, I saw a birthday candle at my cousin's birthday party last weekend, or I saw a candle at the store when I went with my grandmother to buy groceries. Now, each of these ideas do not necessarily have a sequence of events yet, but once they think of a time, then I can ask, what happened before that? What happened when you saw the candle, and what happened after you saw the candle? And then they can begin to place their ideas on paper on a graphic organizer and then begin writing. This has been the strategy Idea Starts. Thank you.